Good morning, or good afternoon, or wherever you're at. Good old Pete coming at you here on the 2018 Honda Goldwing. Figured I'd come out in the morning because I'm not working this week due to the disease that shall not be named. Anyway, one of the biggest questions I get asked is, as you can see, I have a clutch. And you probably noticed that most of the people on YouTube that have, vlogs and stuff like that, most of them all have DCTs. So one of the questions I get asked, probably by far the most, is why did I buy a 6-speed instead of the DCT? Well, I have a few reasons for that. One is simply was a 2018 bike when it came out. The DCT is pretty much was brand new for the bike. I was in my mind, back of my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm already being a guinea pig, buying a first-year model, which I don't like doing. But I was like, I needed a new wing. I needed a touring bike. The BMW is great to ride, but I can't go anywhere on it. So, anywho, that was one consideration because of, we all remember when the GL 1800 first came out. Remember the old cracked frames? So, not that Honda doesn't build a good motorcycle. It's just there's always usually a few hiccups in the first year of a production. So that was in the back of my mind, not wanting to be a guinea pig for the DCT. Yeah, like being a guinea pig for the DCT. Now two is when I test rode, I did the DCT and I rode the 6-speed, and it was really nice, but I just kind of felt a big disconnect from the bike itself. Just, that's all you do. You can use your paddle thingies over here, but it's not the same for me. That's the big thing with the DCT versus the manual is it's going to be your personal preference. What do you, how do you like to ride? Do you like to do all that stuff? Holy moly, is it hot. Anyway, that was, a consideration for me. It's like I just felt a huge disconnect on the DCT. It's not like driving a car, but it is kind of like driving a car, it just didn't feel right. But there's nothing wrong with it. Reliability-wise, there's, they were having some problems with the initialization of it, but it's easy to reset that. It's not like it's a chore. It's one of those simple things you can reset, and works fine. I haven't heard of anybody having any major failures when I look at the boards and stuff, or about problems for the DCT. Nor have I seen anything wrong with the 6-speed manual. Another thing that came into it is price. It's $1,000 more US for a DCT as compared to the 6-speed manual. And then you're going to have more costs associated with it in the long term because it takes more oil. You got different filters. You got, was it 2 filters? Can't remember. Anyway, so it's more maintenance, and I'm lazy enough where I just, I change the oil in this thing when it tells, every 5,000 or whatever it is. Is it 5 on this one? So, I just change it when it's supposed to, and I'm pretty lazy, and the thing, like when I had my '07, that thing was a tank, these motors that Honda puts in these Goldwings are just, I mean, they're phenomenal. I mean, I have a friend, he's up at, I think, almost 300,000 miles on his 2001, you know, minor problems. So, you know, these bikes are definitely built for longevity. But, you know, that's really why I bought the 6-speed. And, you know, I don't know, the DCT, like, when I've been riding, there's been about, you know, a handful of times where I'm like, boy, I wish I had that. And it's only the times where I'm sitting in traffic, you know, where you're constantly on and off the clutch, you know. That's, you know, really about the only time I've actually wanted the DCT is those specific times. I mean, when I'm in the mountains, I don't know, I like being in the gear I want to be in, and I know you can do that. You know, you can put it in manual mode for the DCT, and it'll hold the gears and all that, but I don't know. I just, the tactile feel of pulling in the clutch, jamming gears, you know, yeah, it's fun to be able to just rip the throttle and off the thing goes, like, you know, but I don't know. I used to love to just grab the clutch, drop some gears, and punch it. I mean, it's more fun for me. I just like, you know, when I want to grab it, I just freaking pop a couple gears and off we go. Now, would that have been more fun on the DCT where I just pull the throttle, it does it itself? Sure. But I don't know. It's all personal preference. I have not heard anything bad about the DCT, like I said before. And I certainly haven't heard anything bad about the 6-speed manual. I mean, let's face it, Honda does build a pretty bulletproof transmission when they want to. I mean, I had my 07, how many miles I have on that thing? 60, 70,000 miles on that thing. All I did is change the oil in that bike. I did use AMSOIL in it. I might use it in this one. I'm not sure. But, you know, I mean, that's all I did, honestly. I just changed. But, yeah, that's about it. I mean, but my thoughts on the 6-speed compared to the DCT, it was just me. It was just, didn't want to be a guinea pig, and cost. I've not heard anything, like I said, about reliability. Just everybody wanted the DCT. I mean, you know, let's face it, the Goldwing population is generally older folks. I mean, I'm only in my mid-40s, and I've had Goldwings for years. Because I like to tour, and I like to do it, and, you know, and not have to worry about breaking down. So, you know, as you get older, I'm sure, you know, it's too much of a pain to do all that. So, you know, it's kind of like Ricky Bobby, like, hey, Ricky Bobby, you know, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with my hand. Now, just put it down, Ricky Bobby, you know. That's that's how I think of the DCT. It's like my left hand doesn't know what to do with itself. It's like, what am I doing here, you know? So, I mean, that's about it. It's just personal preference. But anyway, what are your thoughts? Do you have a DCT, or do you have a 6-speed manual, or are you leaning one way or the other? I mean, either way, you're going to get a fantastic bike. You know, it's just what you want it for. I mean, it's your money. You can do what you want with it. So, let me know in the comments, what do you got? What are you thinking about? So, anyway, if you like this video, please like, ding, and subscribe down below. I'd appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys later. This is Pete. I'm out of here.